Everyone has seen those blackjack charts that promise the perfect way to play. But what happens when you take that chart away from the safety of virtual games and into a live dealer table? Let's find out if the chart is really that perfect, or if live blackjack turns it into nothing more than a piece of paper while the dealer laughs at us in slow motion. Welcome to Ninja Gamblers, where you'll learn the smartest strategies for roulette, blackjack, and more. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay ahead of the game and boost your chances of winning big. If you want to take your roulette skills to the next level, grab our Roulette Mastery Playbook. It's our complete guide to beating roulette like a pro. You'll find it linked in the description and the first comment below. Finally, don't forget to join our Telegram channel for exclusive content we don't share on YouTube. Links below too. Alright. Here's how we're putting it to the test. I'll be using the basic strategy chart for 8-deck blackjack with standard rules. You can download the exact chart from the link in the description. But here's the twist. We've tried this strategy plenty of times in fast virtual games. This time, I'm dragging it into a live dealer table. Slower pace, no pause button, and no second chances. And as many of you already know, I personally have a strong hate for live dealer games. It feels like a patience torture session. Let's see if the chart can survive the live dealer experience. To add a little spice, I'll also be using a 4-step Martingale progression to manage losses. If you haven't seen our previous video on Blackjack Basic Strategy with Martingale, I recommend watching that one first. You can find it linked in the top right corner. Today, as usual, I'll be playing on one of the licensed online casinos from our list. I remind you that choosing unlicensed online casinos can be risky. Games may be rigged, withdrawals delayed, or in the worst cases, you win and never get paid because your account gets flagged. And yes, they rig even live dealer games. If you want to use strategies like this safely, make sure to play only at licensed casinos where payouts are reliable and games are independently tested. We've put together a list of fully verified casinos with legal licenses for each country. You'll find it linked on screen, in the description, and in the pinned comment. Alright, let's begin this session. We start off with a $5 minimum bet, 5 players at the table, and the dealer is already moving like she's underwater. 30 seconds just to place the chips. Yep, that's live blackjack for you. First hand, I get ace-5 against the dealer's king. According to basic strategy, this is a clear hit, and that is exactly what we do. Beautiful, I pull a 5, total 20, perfect hand. I stand here every time. Dealer flips over king 8, total 18. First hand and we take it down. Solid start. Alright, let's go again. Another $5 bet. Next hand, 9-3 against the dealer's jack. According to the chart, and yes, you can download it from the link in the description, this is a hit. Even though it always feels like a suicide mission. Fine, we hit, and it's a 2. 15, even worse. Hit again, come on deck. 6, 20, unbelievable save. Dealer flips 17 and we win again. 2 in a row, $5 up. Not bad. But honestly, I could have played 10 virtual hands in the time it took for that drama. We put down another $5, still keeping it simple with flat betting. After taking a quick nap, cards come out. 7-4 against the dealer's 5, 11 total. Textbook spot, and the chart you can download in the description says double every time here. So, we go for it. Double down and catch a 6. 17, not ideal. Dealer flips 6-5 for 11. But the dealer has to keep drawing, and finally busts out. $10 locked in. A perfect example of why doubling 11 against a 5 is always the right move. Back on the felt with another $5 bet. 3 players left this round. I have king 4 against the dealer's 6. This is a stand, and it feels great because a 6 is usually the dream card. Now we have to wait again, just to see that Blackjack loves a plot twist. Dealer flips up to 21 like it was nothing. Perfect. Exactly what happens when you play it by the book. And of course, in live blackjack, you get to suffer through it in slow motion while the dealer smiles. Time to double the bet using Martingale. First step of the progression after that loss. The idea is simple. Win here and we recover instantly. The problem with live blackjack is that you have very little time to place bets. It makes other recovery systems like D'Alembert harder to use. If you want to see how D'Alembert works in blackjack, I suggest you check out our video, which is linked in the top right corner. Okay, 20 against a dealer's 7. I stand, obviously. The dealer ends with 17. That means we recover the previous loss and pocket $5. And while we're playing, quick reminder of how critical it is to only use safe casinos. There are untrustworthy sites out there hiding behind cheap offshore licenses in shady tax havens, impossible to sue, impossible to track, with games nobody is actually checking. That means rigged algorithms, low limits, delayed withdrawals. And when you finally win, they simply block your account for suspicious activity. That's exactly why we built our verified casino list, organized by country. We manually check that the site holds the correct license for your region, as many countries only allow certain licenses, and that it actually has decent table games, fair RNG, and pays out fast. Even in the US, where traditional online casinos aren't legal in some states, we listed trusted sweepstakes options that are allowed. The link is on screen and also down below in the description and pinned comment. Pro tip: many players regularly rotate casinos to reset algorithms and avoid getting flagged. We never stick with one site for too long. Alright, you know what? I'm going to keep playing the same way for a while, but let's speed this up, because honestly, this feels like watching paint dry. Live blackjack can take forever, and I'd rather save you the pain. Let's fast forward through the next few hands and see where we end up. And that's it. Session closed with $55 profit. A win is a win, but let's be honest. Live blackjack feels like a marathon for pennies. I could have played triple the hands on digital tables and saved myself the headache. Remember, no system guarantees winnings. There is always a chance of losing, so only play with money you can afford to lose. So, what do you guys think of live blackjack? For me, it's like playing the right game in the wrong dimension. Every hand takes forever, and the only thing multiplying is the waiting time. You sit there watching the dealer shuffle, stare, type into the chat box. And meanwhile, you could have played 30 hands on a digital table. Patience is a virtue, but here, it feels like a tax. Live blackjack is so frustrating. I mean, in the best scenario, you'll play about 40 hands, and ironically, this game only gives you 10 seconds to place your bet. Let me know in the comments what you think. We'll try to respond to everyone. If you want to try this yourself, make sure you're playing only at licensed and verified casinos. We keep an updated list in the description and pinned in the comments, with the best options depending on your country. And if you want more blackjack content, check out the other strategy videos we've linked. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Telegram for exclusive content that never makes it to YouTube. See you soon, ninjas.